Shalom, everyone. I hope that you are doing fabulous. Shabbat Shalom for those of you who are observing the Shabbat. And if you're new and don't know what that is the Sabbath. This is not a religious channel. I'm not a religious person, but the word of Elohim is written upon my heart. It's actually found in the tarot, and so I might be a lot different type of a channel than what you're used to. But anyway, Shabbat Shalom, family. And so I'm glad to have you today. If it's your birthday as well on this day, happy birthday. Happy anniversary too. If you are returning, I appreciate you. I really, really do. And thank you all for your love and your light and you know, your comments and things like that I do receive. And sometimes I can't see the comments. So anyway, it is what it is. But welcome back. And if you are new, I feel energy, and sometimes the energy flow can be very intense on me, and so I always just say buckle up. Sometimes I have a hard time finding words, and because I'm trying to navigate through that energy and stuff like that and talk to you all and read, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's just different what I feel. So if you could just be patient with me, I would appreciate it. So this channel won't be for everyone. I look at criminal activity and we get some really hardcore things that need to be dealt with in the earth, and so my job is to look at that type of energy and we just uproot it. Okay, all of us have fallen down sometime in our life, and it's time to take responsibility and look up into the mirror of the self and make a thing right. Okay, so all of us need to do our part, or we're not going to have a world that's going to be anything at all for any worth, and we already are seeing crazy in the earth. So anyway, I just do real heavy work, and so if you stay, then you'll just learn me as we go, and I'm glad to have you. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and get in here and see what's going on for today's reading. All right. Thank you, sweet Holy Spirit, for this day. Jehovah, rebuke, bind, and block every foul, wicked thing and shove it down to the pit of hell. We just invite your presence here. We enter into your gates with thanksgiving in our heart and enter into your courts with praise today, Jehovah. We appreciate you so very much. I thank you for Yeshua, the great Hamashiach, who came and taught us the way, the truth, and the life. We thank you for your word, your commandments, and your law that is written upon our hearts, for it is the light and the lamp to our feet. What do you want to bring out here today, Jehovah? What's the most important thing for any given person that needs answers? We inquire at your hand and your hand alone, because there is no other hand to inquire at, Jehovah. I just yield myself to you. Help me to interpret this reading. I guess I got wax underneath my finger there. I was messing with that candle earlier. Just noticed like that. Anyway, if y'all see it, I guess you see it. I just noticed it. Thank you, Jehovah. We have the Hierophant here. This is spiritual matters, mentors, teachers, morals, ethics, wisdom. It's 2 letters of Jehovah's name. It's the 2nd and the 4th letter of Jehovah's name. This is a higher power card as well. It's a high arcana coming out here. It's also society as well. So we've got, we had a lot of things about marital situations and stuff like that yesterday that came out. But very big spiritual cards. Also represents hospitals as well. What else do you want to bring out here, Jehovah? We have the 9 of Cups coming out here. This is about a wish fulfillment. This is happiness. We have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, so let's see here. Why is this King of Pentacles here? So the King of Pentacles can represent a family man, husband material. Somebody's very grounded. We got business. The Hierophant's also organization as well. If you are dealing with somebody who is getting counseling or mentoring or something like that, and there's something with money here, and you're dealing with the narcissist, and the 9 of Cups can be a narcissist card as well, or an overindulging type of an energy. Why is this King of Pentacles here, Jehovah? What is this here for? The Devil. Okay, well, the Devil came out yesterday, so we got boss figures and stuff like that. We also have the King of Wands on this Devil at the bottom of the deck. So we have 2 kings here. This could be the same person. They could be colleagues. Definitely kings, boss figures, something very restraining, obsessive. possessive here when the devil comes out, stupidness when the devil comes out. Somebody's ridiculous with the devil. The devil's a freak and a loser. The devil wants to restrain and hold people back. We have the other man here. There's a murderer here when the devil comes out, because he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He's a liar. He's a cheater. If somebody's done with the other man, then that's, you know, for some of you all, we got a marital situation out here. Something's happening around some type of overindulging sex, drugs, and rock and roll with this card. Then so be it. Why are these kings here? There's something very devilish here then around these kings. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the Strength card, and the Spy. So something very much is emotional out here when the devil comes. If somebody's getting some type of divine grace, the devil card can represent a divine grace, but there's something very piercing when the devil comes out. I will say when the 9 of Cups came out, it wanted to come out in the reverse. I just flipped it around because I hit energies both ways. We do have the 8 of Cups, and it shows somebody, you know, walking off. Okay, and so, you know, take a cup away in the reverse for me as a reader would go back to the 8 of Cups. You know, somebody's trying to, you know, walk away from something that would have been successful somewhere on business, because we had a lot of business stuff that came out. Then so be it. Then something is here. Somebody's also desiring to walk away, but they're karmically tied to something here. Somebody has something, and somebody has used somebody. This is I use, and you can use things and be positive within that as well. But given that, you know, there's some type of emotional situation here where somebody needs some type of strength, births and deaths, and needing protection from outside things, is the letter of the Chet or the Chet in the Hebraic language. Okay. Because we have a murderer type of energy out here for some of y'all that's dealing with that. And since I look at criminal activity, I focus on that kind of stuff because we're kicking the devil in his face, right? So we definitely have, you know, this the 10th house though is I use, and I have is the 2nd house. So somebody has used somebody. Okay, and it's ridiculous. So some type of a strength out here around these two kings, and desiring to walk away, or something about movement or traveling, or somebody's invested in something that's been so freaking devilish out here, because the 8 of Cups is an investment. So there was 18 cups that came out, which make 9, and the 9 was here. Okay, but like I said, it wanted to come out in the reverse. But if somebody can do the right thing, you will get a wish fulfillment. The little spy, checking things out. We do know, if you are brand new, the letter Samak into the letter Sin, the Hebraic language, which is the devil card, it looks like a pictograph of an antenna. Now the devil can go back to, you know, organization as well, or the industry, but we're dealing with an antenna. Then we're dealing with devices, electronics, things like that. And this card represents somebody who is, you know, checking people out on the internet and you know, whatever. We also have a private detective here when this card comes out. Children are here. This is a message, okay, some type of a message causing somebody to be very emotional out here, because something very much devilish around some ordeal is what's coming out on these kings, all right, or this king that we are looking at. The King of Wands would be very much passionate and very much managed, would be able to hold back within some type of a restraining situation in the negative side of something that he's warring with here. There's something around communication though here, but this is a lower version of the Emperor, so we can honestly say there's been some type of a warring here. If you resist the devil though, he will flee. All right, this is a spiritual person, then we are dealing with somebody spiritual out here with the Hierophant. Okay, you know, obviously if that person's in the negative, they're the other man, they're a warlock, they're in the occult and all that kind of stupidness. Show me the Hierophant, please, Jehovah. Show me the Hierophant. These could be two older people, or somebody is dealing with an older person out here, because the devil can represent an older person. Somebody had a false heart. There was sexual abuse that had been going on in my reading last night on Spoon. So that, you know, that devil would obviously fall into that category. Okay, I'm dealing with some stupidness out here. A Fool is out here on this Hierophant. This is a clean slate as well. You know, laying down a new foundation, but we have a manipulator if that's in the negative, since the devil's out here. Somebody's a very skilled manipulator. They're a fool. Okay, anger rests in the bosom of a fool. And we got somebody spying something out for an opportunity for some stupidness out here. this is a physician, this is hospitals, and somebody's got something with that energy out here. So knowledge is here with the 11th house. Their motto is I know. I know that somebody has something. I know that so there's some type of communication here, and I know that there's communication, or somebody knows something around somebody being used. What's the Nine of Cups here for? Thank you. Yeah, the message about throwing somebody out. Well, the devil gets thrown out. People, we're in the hour that the wicked are going away, not the upright. Not the upright. There's 6 pentacles here, and 6 pentacles is about being generous here. But there is some type of a message. We have pages. Last night when I did that reading, we have people everywhere involved in some situation. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 people, and this is somebody who leads clans of people. One of the meanings of the Aleph head, a headship energy, is here around work or boss figures within a matter. Okay, some type of a returning is here. A salvation is also, especially if somebody is going to do the right thing. Those people who will do the right thing, you will have to take a leap of faith, regardless if something has been foolish. Somebody signed something out here that was foolish, right? Marked a place out and did something very creatively with this magician. Remember, last night I was also doing a reading, and the fox was there. There's hidden intention somewhere today. There's hidden intentions known about. Okay, and you'll fall in your own traps, because the word of the Most High is not going to return to himself, and that's just that. Okay, so even though somebody's trying to seek somebody as a predator here, you're going to fall in your own trap, because the fool don't win. The fool's freak. Okay, you're going to be afraid because Jehovah is in the generation of the righteous. Okay, do all the workers of iniquity have no knowledge? Okay, and yet the 11th house is I know, but it shows a freaking fool here. All right, but anyway, we have a salvation energy. This is also heirs to kingdoms. Somebody's got balancing issues with the 9 of Cups, being overindulging in sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And we got somebody that needs balance here. Then so be it. And somebody needs a doctor because they're a kook in their freaking head. Otherwise, we do have somebody getting salvation, getting a deliverance, because the letter Nun is that in the Hebrew. If you are brand new, it represents a river. It represents a prophet energy here. There's protection out here, because we have angels out here, guarding against the stupid devil. Michael and his angels fight against the devil and his angels, as the book of Daniel says, and Jehovah's got Michael, the archangel, that stands for his people. Okay, so regardless what some manipulator in their genius of their own mind, Jehovah's out here to give some type of revelation to the upright. All right, to catch this devil and to knock him down to the pit of hell where he belongs. Okay, all right. Let me just, this is big energy coming out today. Let me grab some cards for my homemade deck. If you are new, just take out the pieces and chunk out the rest that don't belong to you or does belong to you. This is a collective reading, so I will be talking to many different people about many different situations that come out on these cards. So, all right. There's something around, we know somebody has hidden something somewhere. Somebody has buried something in the ground. All right, and so or maybe you work with garden tools, or you're a gardener, or there's something about a shovel here as well, so take it as it applies. Okay, Proverbs 22:16 says that he that oppresses the poor to increase his riches, and he that gives to the rich shall surely come to want. All right, well, that's what this is. Okay, somebody given to the rich, and now they're going to come to want. They're going to come down here like a little page, when possibly they've set up here as a king or something like that. Somebody has oppressed somebody, because the devil is just that stupidness right there. There is somebody made an allegation, but it was a true allegation. Okay, they suggested something without any proof, but it was the truth here, or somebody's doing that here today. Something's going to be exposed, because we have communication here. There's salvation around some ordeal. Somebody had to take a leap of faith, but there's some type of real big communication here for a clean slate, and that's positive. Okay, somebody has vices and moral faults and wickedness. There's a misdemeanor and an offense out here. That's this devil. Okay, on these 2 kings, or this same person, or whoever this is, somebody's being watched. Okay, around some stupidness. Somebody's got an overindulging energy here. Somebody big heavy drinker here with all these cups just come through my spirit. There is a fugitive here. Well, That's the devil, people. The devil is the seed of Cain, right? The sons of Belial. Somebody has murdered somebody, thieved, lied, and done everything else. Somebody's got vices and wickedness out here, and somebody's trying to flee, okay, from something, and you ain't going to be able. It's known. It would be known, okay? Somebody watching you or a group or whatever that is, and most of all, the great ones watching something out here. All right. So we have a fugitive out here involved in some situation. Something around a safety deposit box. So we have a thief out here around some situation. Something's around a baby. This is the pictograph of the sperm in the Hebraic language. So we have sexual matters out here, okay, around marital situations, okay. Tears, there's crying out here. And Jehovah says that you shall live and not die. We've got a predator out here that's been seeking somebody's life, and they're a freak, and they're a fool, they're a fugitive, and they've got faults on them. And if you and I are keeping the covenant with the Great One, we shall live and not die, because we keep the commandments and the law of Jehovah, and it's our light. There's a football player out here involved in something. And actually, I had the word sports come out yesterday as well, okay? And then I also had the word bats come out. And so if you are also, just some sport players out here today, it's a specific football player, but maybe you just like football or whatever that is. There's something about sports that keeps coming out in this reading, or in this last couple of days of my readings. You just pick it. Okay, so we have the Gibo. This is a divine gift when it comes out. You can't really see it because my letters are worn down on my Runic alphabet from my bag, but it is a letter G, but it looks like the X. Now, yesterday we had the letter N that came out that also looks like an X, and that's somebody in rebellion out here, and it came out in wording as well. But I always bring out with the letter G that looks like an X with the Gibo, that it's geeks, and we have devices here, the pictograph of what looks like an antenna, and we are dealing with the 11th house that goes back to technology. We got somebody checking people out here on technology, and this is what this also goes back. Somebody's very skilled within that energy. I just bring it out because there is confirmation out here. There's some type of a hospitable energy that comes out when this rune comes out. Somebody's got a divine gift. This is also can go back to a possible betrayal within something. Somebody is going to be less not deserving of something if you have exaggerated or lied about some situation out here, okay? But this is a positive rune to get if you are in the upright, okay? So some type of gifts and stuff like that would be here. So there's a divine gift out here, and somebody going to get some divine grace around some devilish stupidness, and so be it. I do want to go ahead and take a couple more cards from my homemade deck, from another homemade deck out here. Okay, there's the spy that wants to show itself, that just jumped out. There is a spy here. All right, it's right here. And it's all out on these two kings, and somebody's being watched that's been devilish. So, we don't have to worry. There's a forceful commander out here, or a forceful communicator out here. So there is some type of a forcing of a communication. Last night I had the word force come out as well. So some type of energy like that is out here. Okay, well, something's here. And let every word be established in 2 or 3 witnesses. We have somebody who's a forceful communicator that is, angry, okay, and they have a false heart about them. They're disgust, okay. They will go to jail, people. They will, because you overstated last night that somebody was going to get prison, okay. Electronics, yes. Like I said, there's something around that energy that's out here. All right. Well, and somebody's a freak. Somebody's got an offensive blemish upon them. All right, and there's baby situations around some stuff, around something very devilish out here. Okay, well, at the bottom of the deck, there's a bigamist out here. All right, well, we have marital situations. Somebody's got more than one spouse out here, and you'll go to prison for that kind of stuff. Anyway, this is what come out for today, people. There is something out here, and they will be bent. They will go to jail, because we got some type of a freedom out here. Okay, we got a clean slate, and somebody's undeserving of something. Okay, so let Jehovah just come and bend somebody and get them the crap out of the earth. Let their necks be chopped off, like the book of Enoch states as as I printed yesterday or copied and pasted on my community section yesterday. Jehovah is spying out the land, sending his people in as well to get the freaks out of here. And it's time for the sons of Belial to go away. Until next time, shalom.